The Office of the Special Prosecutor arrested Professor Frimpong Boateng, the former Minister of Environment who also served as the chairman of the government's dissolved Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. The arrest was made to obtain answers regarding suspected corruption related to the activities of the dissolved committee. The arrest was also prompted by Professor Frimpong Boateng's report on illegal mining activities in Ghana, where he implicated certain prominent figures within the Akufo-Addo-led administration. In a recent media interview, the former minister recounted his experience during the arrest, revealing that he was denied self-recognizance bail and granted bail of 12 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Frimpong Boateng maintains that he has done nothing wrong to warrant such action from the special prosecutor and feels targeted due to his expose. In recent response to criticisms regarding the treatment of the former minister, the special prosecutor clarified that the arrest is in accordance with the mandate of his office.
I have been put in this position to investigate corruption and corruption-related offenses. I've been put in this office to prosecute people who I deem to be culpable for such offenses. I have been put in this office to recover assets for the country. Now, when you are appearing before us, depending on the nature of the evidence and what we deem to be the seriousness of it, we take action appropriately. The public and any member of the public has the luxury to consecrate saints. But in consecrating your saints and your heroes, I am your conscience. I am the spirit of the nation, and the office stands for that. In the estimation of the office, there are no saints. In the estimation of the office, there are no heroes. Now, if I approach this job of fighting corruption, that there are some persons in the society who have attained the status of sainthood, we will lose the fight against corruption. Person who is complaining now as being victimized hadn't come out himself to say he was being victimized, you wouldn't have known that he had come to us, right? Because the person who is complaining now specifically chose to go to the media and say this and that and that and that. It is when we haven't actually put out anything about anybody. And once again, as I keep telling you, that people's reputations are at stake.
Mr. Kisiye Jabing also reiterated that all members of the SWAL Interministerial Committee are suspects of ongoing investigations regarding the alleged involvement in illegal mining.
As you read from my publication, way back in October 2022, an aspect was the way this committee was handled and why it was dissolved, and the problems associated with this committee. Once again, I'll retreat. Every person who was an officer of this committee is my target. Because the allegations against this committee. And so, you do not cloak yourself with immunity, as far as I'm concerned, because someone puts out a report. That report comes to my attention. That is part of my investigation. But merely because someone puts out a report doesn't mean the person is then insulated from the process of the investigation. Now I'm talking about Galamsey. It is all over the country. So many people are involved in it. And we are looking at the corruption and corruption-related aspects of it. You know, it's not, our mandate is not at large. Our mandate is in respect of corruption and corruption-related issues. So, as for the number of people, they may run even into the hundreds. And as I said, every single person is going to appear before us.
The special prosecutor is urging the public to allow the institutions established to combat corruption to work without interference.
This is one of the most tasking investigations we have ever thrown ourselves into. It spans from the northern borders all the way to the coast and the width of the country. It is so far-reaching. It is unbelievable. It is very, 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 very dear to our hearts. when we fly about, you see the water bodies. When we go to our hometowns, you see the devastation and all that. None of us wants this. Are we ready to fight corruption? If we are ready to fight corruption, can we allow the institution that has been set up to fight corruption to fight corruption? Can we not consecrate people as saints and hand them over to the special prosecutor? That's as far as we are concerned. There's a list of the saints that have been consecrated in our land, and these people cannot be questioned. These people cannot be considered as persons of interest to you, no matter what.